News 46 is brought to you by Dennis Hoff for Assembly District 36, a successful businessman who can't be bought, can't be intimidated, and won't sell you out. Paid for by friends of Dennis Hoff.
Welcome back. Rosemary Clark Middle School's principal, Tim Wanbaker, spoke to News 46 today about last week's student protest and the upcoming planned event for next week.
From what I understand, the school shootings obviously are horrible, and everybody wants to stop the school shootings. And how they do that is a very difficult challenge. I would say I know that some schools across the country have been doing some talk about protests and walkouts to support getting rid of gun violence. And everybody wants gun violence to end. Everybody wants the school shootings to end. We're not immune to that. Thankfully, we haven't had anything around Pahrump or Nye County School District at this time, and we hope that it never comes. We do our drills that do lockouts and lockdowns and fire drills. We do all that stuff to help train and prepare our students for actual emergencies. As far as the walkouts are concerned, we do want to support, but we also want to make sure that the educational environment's not interrupted. And we had some students that tried to do the walkout last week, and what we did is we planned ahead for that. We had a Nye County Sheriff's Office. We called them just to see if they could come out and stand with us and support the students who wanted to walk out. But the one thing we want to do is make sure they didn't walk off campus, because if you walk off campus, it is now a truancy, and they're leaving without permission from their parents to that degree. But we wanted to support the walkout in the sense of we do want gun violence to end. And we told the students that we'll give them their time to congregate, if you will, and talk amongst each other, and we did that at noon. That was when the walkout was. And like I said, we supported that for the 10 minutes that we had lunch, and it didn't interrupt the classes because it was at lunch. And then we just told them simply, at the end of your time, we've heard you. Now you need to hear us and be ready to go back to class and go about your normal day. So I know there's some plans for other walkouts, and the March 17th, I think there's a plan for a walkout on March 14th. That's right in the middle of our high-stakes testing. So we're going to work a plan out with parents and students to where we support the idea of getting rid of gun violence, but we're going to do it at a time where we can honor the 17 minutes without getting in the way of high-stakes testing. So we're meeting both ends, if you will, the need for the education to go on and the testing to go on, but also the need to have students have a voice.
17 minutes for the 17 victims there in Parkland, Florida.
Yeah, and it's just a tragedy, and every time you hear of a new school shooting, it just brings more attention to the need for something to change. And we want to do whatever we can to help that change. We just never want to have a school shooting, another school shooting across the country, or even in Nye County School District for sure.
And a ribbon cutting was held this morning to kick off the new public transportation right here in Pahrump.
I'm Sally Kerr, representing the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce. We are here today to welcome the Pahrump Senior Center as a member of the Chamber of Commerce. The Pahrump Senior Center is an important nonprofit organization that helps our seniors in many ways, with nutrition, medical help, social events, senior transportation, and now public transportation on behalf of the Pahrump Valley. We are pleased to welcome you. Eric, we thank you for everything that you've done, and we invite you to cut the ribbon.
Yes, it was very exciting. It's something we've been looking forward to for a very long time, and it finally came to fruition, and we have public transportation in Pahrump now. We have 3 buses designated just for public transportation. We have a north, south, and central route.
People have to call ahead of time to schedule the pickup?
Yeah, it's a one-day notice. We prefer that, although we are able to do some on the fly. We're working that into the system as well. All of our vehicles are handicap accessible, wheelchairs, walkers, and we are curb-to-curb service. And we also have what's called reasonable modification. If somebody needs a door-to-door service, we can accommodate that as well. Call up 775-751-6860. Give us a call. We'll give you all the information you need, and we'll get you all set up.
That's fantastic. Tell me what this ribbon cutting means to you.
It means a lot. I mean, I've worked for the past year for this. 16-hour days trying to get this off the ground, and it's really a great feeling, and we couldn't have done it without the support of the Pahrump Senior Center.
Thank you so much for doing this and all the work that you put towards this, and of course the Pahrump Senior Center.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
It has been a long time coming into the community, but we're very proud to be able to put this out there. We have gotten our buses rolling. Last 2 or 3 weeks, Eric's already been bombarded, which is a great thing. That means that we've got a lot of need for it in the community, which we knew we did. Age groups don't matter. I mean, from the little children up to the oldest adults.
It's going to be great.
High school kids will have a way to get around instead of having to use their foot. And everybody. It's just, we have a need for this. There's not a lot of people in the community that can get around other than this. So
I think it's great that the Senior Center and Eric stepped forward. The RTC, as chairman of that board, we were happy to donate them. John Koenig, vice chair of the board, has been on the committee, the Citizens Committee, and worked this really hard with that group. And I am just happy and pleased as punch today that they have kicked it off, and they have.
Oh, this is outstanding. You know, we've been working on this for a long time now, and to see it come and become a reality, this is a fantastic day.
I am super excited about the buses. You know, there are projects you work on that are just what it takes to do work, and then there are projects that you really believe are a legacy. And this is one of those projects that, as you see the buses and realize the amount of time this community has put into getting these buses running, this is a legacy. People can look at these with pride and know how much time it's taken to get them on the road.
And we'll have more with Albert Bass on tomorrow night's broadcast. Donna Corey from the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce gives an update on this weekend's successful Balloon Fest held at Petrick Park.
It's going great. We're really busy. You can hear the kids on the rides. People are eating funnel cakes like crazy, and bacon wrapped hot dogs, and I don't know what all. It's been a great day.
I know you had some ribbon cuttings here too.
Yes, we had 6 ribbon cuttings today. Vendors from all over want to be part of the Chamber of Commerce, so they can come and join in both of our festivals.
And then how many balloons did you have go up? I think it was Thursday, and then Saturday morning, and then Sunday.
Thursday was great, very early in the morning. We had 5 or 6 balloons go up. Friday, the weather was not good, so a couple of balloons tried, but it wasn't a good day for it. In fact, we even had to close down the carnival early because of snow.
Yeah.
But today is a beautiful day, and everybody's been having a great time. Yeah.
So you got some tethered balloons. You also had some regular balloon rides. How many went up this morning?
I think all the balloons went up this morning.
And tell me about the car show out there.
The car show runs the entire length of the festival. There's all kinds of beautiful cars out there.
And the rodeo.
The rodeo is going great. There's a bunch of people over there. It's for the high school. There are high schools from all over the state participating in the rodeo.
A lot of vendors. Davis Amusement's here as well.
Yes, the carnival is, as you can hear, wonderful. You can hear kids screaming in the background.
Yeah.
Everybody's loving it. They added a couple of new rides this year.
Hopefully they're screaming for good reason.
Yes.
All right. So next year's Balloon Fest will be our 5th annual, so that's a big deal. And everybody can sign up, call the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce, find out more. The next thing on the agenda for the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce is what?
We will be having the Biz Expo in April.
All right. And for more information, go to PahrumpChamber.com. You can find me on Facebook. You can give a call. What's the number?
775-727-5800.
And become a chamber member.
Yes.
Thank you.
We'd love to have you.
Bye-bye.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside on that Glenn Lerner weather cam. We'll have weather from the desk right after this break.